Hello, good morning, everyone. Happy Supercharge Manifesting Monday. My intention is that this is the start of an amazing and incredible week for all of you. And I'm really excited because it's also a new moon. It's a new moon today, and that means a lot of wonderful things for us. So I'm going to wait for you guys to join. Please start. I love this is my favorite. I love when you join and say hello. Heather, I see that you're watching, and that's all I'm going to say. You know what's going on. That's all I'm going to say. Good morning, Tanya. Hello. I love when we jump on as a community to start the week off and just give each other love. So I love that you're saying hello to me, but also love that you are here together and celebrating starting the week with each other. It's going to be an incredible week. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel the festivities and just that lighter energy around the holidays. Really excited to get that started. And just take some time off, take some time to refuel, take some time to recharge and get back to myself and all the wonderful things that the holiday is intended to do. So, all right, I see. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Lisa, Kima, Leslie. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good morning to all of you. All right, so it's a new moon. It's a new moon today. And those of you that are in our community, you know what that means. You know, we're going to be setting intentions. And I'm going to share with you a process that I do every year. And I'm going to use this new moon to share that with you guys. So you're going to need pen and paper. You're going to need to be ready to type. So I just want to set you up for success and make sure that wherever you are, you've got your cup of coffee, if it's first thing in the morning for you, or a cup of tea for my friends in the UK, or a refreshing drink if you're in the islands. Whatever works for you, just relax, get ready, have pen and paper, and get ready to type. All right. Before I go on, though, I do want to just take a moment to say, those of you that watched last week and you took the opportunity to activate and really take action on your courageous step, the thing that you were going to do, your act of courage as your final act for 2020 to really end the year as a champion. Big props to you. Like, wow. I am wowed by the messages that I got all week long of people telling me what they were doing, showing me, sharing with me. You know, those of you that just really stepped out and took that lesson last week and really took action. I'm really, really proud of you. And those of you, I know this involves some tough conversations, some serious leaps of faith, just the end of the procrastination, but you did it. And that's what I want to celebrate. And those of you that did not yet have a chance to do it, this is your week, right? This is your week. This is where you take that final act of courage before 2020 ends. Remember, it's just really a way for you, more than anything else, for you to feel like you won this year. All right. Good morning, Athena, Leah, Claudia. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Teal. Good morning from all over the world. I know you guys are watching from everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. As long as you guys have internet, you're on. I love that we get to start the week off Monday mornings together. All right. So some of you may know about the power of the new moon. Today is December 14th, and we have a new moon. And in our community and our family, this is one of the things that we do. We typically get together offline, so not on Facebook, but usually on Zoom or on a call, and we get together and we write our intentions. It's a really powerful practice, and it's really powerful to be able to do it together in the energetic presence of other people who are like-minded, who are big dreamers, who support you and your dreams. More than anything, this is one of the things that I love about our community, is that we really stand for each other, each other's dream, each other's desires, all the stuff that might not make sense out there in the world to our family and our friends. In our community, one of the things that pulls us together is that we get it. We get that we have dreams that don't make sense to other people, and we're totally fine with that. We're very okay to dream big. So I just want to honor the sacred space that gets created in this community on these calls every Monday morning, that you show up for each other and really to refuel yourself. But you know, when you come together, you all create this incredible energetic vortex that happens on a Monday morning, and it's you fueling that. So I'm going to ask you, those of you that are watching, that you think there's someone in your life every Monday morning who could benefit from this space. Would you go ahead and tag them or share this video on your timeline, you know, just as your way to say, hey, I don't know if you know this, but this space exists. And as my gift to you, I want to invite you to come enjoy it. So just think of someone right now. It could be one person, two people, your cousin, your friend, your whomever it might be, and you know if they had a space like this, it would be really valuable for them. And if you would share that, I would be so grateful, because one of my vision is to be an inspiration to millions of people so that they know that this way of life exists and that it can make their lives better. So if you could help me even just in sharing this video, that would be huge. But for you also to know that you made a contribution this week to the people that you care about. All right. So I want to talk about the new moon, why we set this time aside, why we write intentions. So the new moon, it's the beginning of a cycle. It's a chance to start fresh, right? Every 28 days we have a new moon. And if you just observe nature, it really gives us signals as to how to do things, when to do things, why we do things. You know, those of you that, like me, I grew up in the islands, and one of the things that I always observed, you know, we are a very agriculture intense country. And so I know, like, just even at home, my mom always bought the Farmer's Almanac every year, Farmer's Almanac, because she looked at when was the right time to plant her vegetables and do her plantings. And it was all off of the cycle of the moon. And so that tells us something. If nature responds to the lunar cycle, then as human beings here on planet Earth, you best believe we also respond to the lunar cycle. And so one of the things that we've figured out is that this time of the month is really rich and potent and just energized as an opportunity for us to declare, what is it that we want to ask for in this next cycle? What are the seeds that we want to plant right now that we want to reap within the next 28 days? Does that make sense to you guys? If you've never heard of this before, just hang tight. Don't make it bigger than it needs to be. Just think of it like this. Once a month is a really great opportunity to declare in writing what it is that you want. All right. And this morning, with the new moon, I know that I would say 98% of the people that watch every Monday morning are women. And so we get, and one of the things that we get challenged by sometimes is asking for ourselves. I noticed recently, I did another Facebook Live, I can't remember, a few weeks ago, and one of the activities was, you know, to gift yourself something, and it was like crickets. The entire feed just went silent. I mean, there were some people commenting, but not as much as before. And so I noticed that when it comes to asking for things for ourselves, we could get a lot better in this area. So before I even go through what I want to share with you this morning, I just want you to be ready. Ask big. If you're ready to ask big, if you're ready to playful out, if you're ready to have some fun, if you're ready to declare with this powerful intention what it is that you desire, give me some hearts. I love hearts. I love when I watch the replay and I see all the hearts just going off. That's my favorite thing. All right, here we go. I love it. You guys are saying hi to each other. Aww. Mwah. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to guide you through this thing that I do every year around this time of year. I get a simple sheet of paper and I pretend that I'm a little kid and I ask, and this is kind of like my holiday wish list, if you would, right? So just like, you know, when we were kids, they told us to write a letter to Santa Claus and ask for everything that we want. And we did. We didn't say, Mommy and Daddy, do you have enough money to buy this? Or, you know, am I going to get everything on my list? Like, that was never our thought. Our first thought was, okay, make a list of what I want. You got it, right? And we went ahead and we made a list. I want you to get back that childlike enthusiasm, that childlike dreaming, just being honest and true and sincere to desires in your heart as if you're a kid. And this is not about you doing anything. It really is about you making a wish list for you. So every year I get a sheet of paper and I make a manifested list. And on this list, around this time of year, it's like, you know what? If there was a Santa Claus for me, if there was a universe for me, if there was a higher power that all it wanted to do was please me, then this is what I would ask for. This is what would make my list. And I just make a list of 20 things and I put it out there. I actually usually I laminate it and I kind of leave it laying around in my bedroom, somewhere in my house. Like I really don't, just like you mailed off your wish list to Santa Claus. That's kind of what I do. I just put it somewhere. And then the funnest thing happens throughout the year. I will manifest one of the things. And like sometimes I recognize immediately, other times it might take a few days or a few weeks, and I'll go, oh my gosh, I wrote that down. And then I go grab my list, and I am like a little kid, so excited. And that's what's in store for you if you're willing to play full out. Here's the thing. I want us to write intentions though for this holiday season. So today for the new moon, you're going to write intentions just for this holiday season. You're not going to write it for 2021. You're not going to write it for what you're just going to say. This is me being a little kid and asking fully with all my heart for this holiday season. So by December 31st, 2020, everything that you write on your list is what you truly desire. Now, I'm just going to throw you out there and say, make a list, a random list, and you're like stuck at number 3. I'm going to give you 14 things this morning that you can use as prompts to inspire you to make your list. And I'm going to give you 6 empty spots to just put in things that I didn't cover that you know, it's on your heart and you desire. All right. So I'm going to have to look at my notes because it's a list. But so if my eyes go away, just know I have to read a little bit to make this list for you. All right. So very first thing we're going to write is, it is December 31st, 2019. You're going to write the 2020. Where am I in last year? It is December 31st, 2020. I am so grateful to have manifested these desires of my heart. Easy, simple. December 31st, 2020, I'm so grateful to have manifested these desires of my heart. And then you're going to write at the very top of your sheet, my manifested list. All right, ready? Yeah, here we go. Thumbs up if you're ready. Let's go, let's go. Who's ready to have fun? This is my absolute favorite thing. I love setting intentions. There's no Santa Claus. Linda says, Linda, the universe is your Santa Claus. There absolutely is a Santa Claus, and it's the universe, right? So here we go. Number one, very first thing you're going to put on your wish list, on your manifested list. This isn't a wish list because it's manifested, right? These things you're saying will have manifested by December 31st. So a gift that you will have received. You don't care how it comes. You can even make it blank. You can even say, I received a gift that made me happy. Last week, one of the days, every single day I make a manifested list. And one of the days I did this. I made a manifested list and I was just having fun. And I said, I receive a gift in the mail. I love doing these things. So I wrote that down because truthfully, me getting a gift in the mail at this stage of the game is so unlikely. It's so unlikely. But I was like, I can manifest anything I desire. So I'm putting it down. I'm going to have fun. Sure enough, like I think on Friday or Saturday, I go to the mail and my financial advisor sent me a gift in the mail. It was a little thing. It was no big deal, but I was like a kid on Christmas morning under the tree looking at my gifts. Like that's what I want for all of you. Have fun with this. Just be willing. If you can't think of a thing that you desire as a gift, then just be willing to say, I received a gift and it made me happy, whatever that might be. All right. Okay, that's number one. So I also want to ask you guys, if something comes to mind, I want you to type it because this magical thing happens when you type what you're intending or what you desire, it inspires other people. You have no idea. Some people might be sitting there right now blank, and then they'll read your post and go, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Might not be that they use your idea, but it might inspire them to think of something else, like, wow, she asked for an orange sweater, but I would really love a red sweater. It just inspires, you inspire each other. So I want you guys typing too. If you can think of a gift that you would love to receive, go ahead and type it in the comments. All right. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. Number 2 on your list is an experience that you enjoyed. An experience that you enjoyed somewhere between now and the end of the year, an experience that you enjoyed. So maybe you got a surprise invitation to cocktails, or you got, a surprise, I don't know, an experience, something. You went shopping, and you usually dread shopping, but it was so much fun. And you really enjoyed being present with it. Like, one of the things that I sometimes think, oh my gosh, I got to save till last minute because I'm going to sit there for hours doing this, and I'm not really great at this, and I'm not crafty, is wrapping presents. And then when I get to doing it, I'm like, I love sitting here and wrapping presents. I actually enjoy it. So think about something that is an experience that you would love to have before the end of the year. And maybe, again, you just keep it blank and leave a blank canvas for the universe. An experience that I absolutely enjoyed. It brought me so much joy. It was so fun. I loved it. And I'm like, I'm willing to be a kid and just ask. I don't even need it to be something specific, just as long as I had it like surprised me and I had fun, right? So what is that? I love the things that you guys are writing. Oh my gosh. I love it. Hey, Emily from Sheffield in England. I love it. So you guys, that's number 2, an experience that you enjoyed. Number three, this one's really, you might have to put a little thought in this, but during these next 2-3 weeks that we have before the end of the year, something that someone said to you that was really special. Something that someone said to you that for you was really special. Maybe someone told you you were beautiful. Maybe someone said they loved you or they missed you. Or maybe someone said, I'm really proud of you. I don't know, something that's really special to you that you would love to hear from a specific person or from anyone. You make me happy. Something special to you that you hear from someone else. That is our next thing. I want to see what are some of the things that you come up with? Just someone saying something special to you. Now, the thing is, you notice this is not businessy, it's not super strategic, and it's fun. When was the last time you had fun? Just being like a little kid at the holidays and be willing to make your own list, your own, whatever holiday you celebrate at this time of year, your own gift list for you. And I know sometimes it's not easy to think of some of the things that you would like or enjoy. And so that's why I'm giving you the prompts. So I want you guys to play along full out, write it down, type it in. Oh, Laura says a date. Cozy time in front of the fire, Heather says. Oh my gosh, I love it. You guys, see, when you type, we all get inspired. Now I'm thinking of all kinds of things from my own list. Okay, what number are we on? I think maybe number 4. Something that brings you joy. Something that brings you joy. And again, this is one that you might just, you might just leave blank. I'm thinking of Madonna coming to my mind, and I know Madonna has her. I think there are more than one, but she has puppies, and she really loves them. And Heather also has a puppy, and Heather's puppy is named Joy, actually. So Heather, you already got something that brings you joy, literally joy. But what I would love for you to do is, like, their pets bring them a lot of joy. So maybe it's just some time with the people or the pets or the thing that you enjoy doing. Just think of something that brings you joy and intend it. Intend that you have the time to enjoy it. That's the biggest thing, that you've made time for something that brings you joy. Okay. The next thing is, I want all of you to write an intention around feeling loved. that at some point during this holiday, you had a moment or lots of moments where you just felt so much love for you. You felt loved, be it family, friends, a random person smiling at you in the mall while wherever it is, the feeling of just feeling loved. Sometimes I'm driving, there's not another soul in the car, and I'll just think of something my son did or said or my daughter, and I'm just so full of love, the feeling of love. But I want you to be intentional about having that feeling and that experience. So this is your next one, is the feeling of being loved. Like, I want you to just pause for a moment and just imagine the smile on your face and that warm feeling in your heart because you had a moment or an experience that made you feel loved. How amazing would that be? And maybe this isn't something you need because you feel loved all the time, but even if that's the case, I want you to write the intention anyway, because I want it to be extra loving. Like, you created this moment when it happens. All right. I love that. Oh, okay. Okay. A happy surprise. A happy surprise. What would be a happy surprise for you? What would be a I'm like trying to think for me, what would be a happy surprise? So I'm heading out of town for the holidays. I'm going to share that with all of you. So get ready for that. That is my act of courage, is that while I'm away, I'm going to do Instagram lives. So that is my act of courage. But while I'm away, like, a really great surprise for me would be, oh my gosh, that I find myself on the most incredible excursion. Like, I couldn't have planned it. It's so perfect. It's so me. It's so full of fun. It's like I can't take the grin off my face. I'm so surprised that it all just happened so naturally. There are people there that I enjoy being with. I'm having rich and deep conversations. It's just, I am lit up to 100 with this surprise and the way it all just came together. So think of something like that for you, a fun surprise. Okay. This is a good one. You're going to write an intention that in the next few weeks before the end of December, you will have manifested a long held desire. A long held desire, something that you have maybe even forgotten about. Take a moment and bring it back up. You've wanted it, you've forgotten about it, it's on the back burner, you've been so busy, you've like, that's never going to happen. Well, it's the magic of the holidays, right? This is why we watch Hallmark TV. This is why we watch the Hallmark Channel, because magic happens during the holidays. Well, what if you just asked for it again? You just, lit a fire on again and brought it back up in your heart and been like, I'm willing to ask. In the next couple weeks, I'm willing to ask for this long held desire, something I've wanted for a long, long time, to manifest for me over these next few weeks. What would that be? And that's going to be your next manifested list. Okay. Let's see what else I got. Making someone feel loved and special. I want to encourage all of you during this holiday season, as much as we have each other and we have this family and this space to celebrate and support each other, not everyone has that. So I want you to write an intention that you just get the perfect inspiration for exactly who it is that you need to reach out to, visit, spend time with, whatever it might be, that gives you the opportunity to have them feel loved and feel special. It's going to bring you so much joy. But that's not what this is about. It really is that you get the opportunity to just, fuel somebody else, love on somebody else, support and care for somebody else. That's why we're all here, is the opportunity to do that for each other. All right. So I want you to just, maybe you know of someone right now and you just write the intention that you get to do it for that person. Or maybe you just make a blanket wish on your list, ask on your list that the perfect opportunity gets created for you to do that for someone, for you to love on and care for and give support to someone else. Make them feel special. Make them feel special. By the way, I might not yet be married, but I happen to know that spouses and partners really, 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 really love this particular intention. All right. So fine. Yes, I know you're getting gifts and you're doing all that, but really put some extra thought into, wow, how can I make my partner, my spouse, my lover, my whatever you language that, feel really loved and special this holiday season? All right. Okay. Something material, like be very, I know I said a gift, but I want you to make this so like it's just for fun. Like I'm going to write the intention that I get a free cup of coffee, a nice bottle of wine, that I get, jewelry, a specific sweater. Like be really specific about this one and make it material. Just something that's just fun. Like you really are excited to see the way the universe goes about creating and bringing this to you. All right. I'm trying to think of something that I did. I do this stuff all the time. I'm always just having fun in asking. So, I've done things like, oh my gosh. Sometimes when I know I need something, I like write it like this. Like I'm so happy and grateful I found the perfect fabric for my beautiful drapes for my bedroom and my living room. And it's at an incredible price, right? And then I forget about that. And then lo and behold, a few weeks later, there it is right in front of my eyes, easy. Because I don't love shopping through fabrics. That is not one of my things that I enjoy doing. So when I manifest it easy, I love that. So think of something fun. Like it'd be really cool to get a free cup of coffee, or it'd be really cool to get a gift basket this holiday season. I don't know from who, but whomever. It'd be really fun, right? So think of something material and write it down. We only got a few more to go. Something physical. Like in our global situation right now, one of the things that I know we miss a lot as humans is touch, physical touch, being loved and held and gosh, just hugged and smiled at. Oh my gosh, human interaction. So I want you to create an intention around something physical, some human interaction, being together as a group in a healthy way, whatever it might be. You find the thing that you're craving the most physically. I know I'm paying so much more attention to people's smiles. Like when I go walking and people aren't wearing masks and they actually smile at me, my entire body is lighting up because I miss that. I realize how much I miss that. So, what is it for you? Something physical. Maybe it's been a long time since somebody hugged you or just held your hand. It doesn't have to be romantic, just a nice gesture, something physical. All right? Okay. Now you have full permission to ask for something fun. Something fun just for you. Something fun just for you that you will have manifested in the next 31 days. And what's coming through me is something you've never done before. Like the dare, the like daredevil, the dare child that when you were a kid, you were always just so, yeah, bring it on. Whatever. You have an idea, you want us to go rollerblading, I'm down. Diane, do not message me and say we're going to go learning how to ride bicycles. I know that's what you're thinking right now because I don't know how to ride a bicycle and Diane's always trying to teach me, but that doesn't feel fun. So let's think of something else that's fun. And you're like, it's fun and I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to give it a try. Maybe kayaking, Diane. Maybe that's something I would do. All right, so something fun. The little daredevil in you is saying yes right now to that. And then the last one that I have on my list is the intention to have the opportunity this holiday season to give generously. Like all of us, generously doesn't have to mean millions or thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars even. It just means the spirit of giving generously. And when you do it, like the other day I was coming out of the grocery store, and this time of year they have the Salvation Army. And, I just put, I think, $5 in, but I did it with such generosity, like the feeling of gratitude that I was able to do that. It wasn't about the amount, it was that I'm grateful I can give. So give generously. When I've been tipping for a valet or a meal or picking up my meal, I've just been generous. I'm grateful that I can be so generous. So it's not about the amount of money and you going, Tasha, I have a lot of money or don't have a lot of money. It's about finding opportunities to give. You might, in the islands, one of the things that we love to do is we share our food. Like a lot of people plant foods, we call it ground provisions at their home. And then when they reap, it's like, oh, I have an extra avocado, I have an extra grapefruit. And they will like drive miles. My mom will drive miles to drop off 2 avocado. My Jamaicans in the house that know what I'm talking about. That's how we roll. She will drive miles to give away 2 avocado to someone. But it's just that spirit of generosity that I want to inspire you to add to your list, that you get an opportunity to have that feeling of being generous. It's so good for the soul. And be grateful when that experience and the opportunity comes. Be grateful. So can you see, you should all be really excited right now about the holidays, because I've given you so many things to look forward to. You are all just asking with reckless abandon, just being willing to ask. And I gave you 6 extra spots. That's 6. So I gave you 6 extra spots to write anything else that might come up for you as you complete this list. But you want to make sure that you do it within the next half an hour, because if you don't, you're just not going to do it, right? So this is your manifested list for this new moon. This is what you're asking for, and you're very specific. It is by the end of 2020, because as you know, all of you watching, I want you to type. Actually, I want you to type. So everybody on Facebook says, what is that? I want you to type December 30th intentions. December 30th intentions, because on that day, on December 30th, at 12 o'clock Eastern, we are going to write out together our intentions for 2021. So if you notice, I didn't have you write any intentions for 2021 right now. This new moon, we're having fun. We're asking big. We're being playful. We're being in that fun, vibrant, alive, excited, holiday spirit that we really need right now more than ever. And you have so many things, all of you on your list, that if all or a few or some or one, any of these things manifest, you're going to feel like a kid. You are going to feel so much joy, and that's what I want for you. But on December 30th, dash intentions, that is when we're going to write our intentions together for 2021. So you want to make sure that you're here for that. December 30th, 12 Eastern. Everybody got that? Write it down so I know that everybody watching, you have it, you put it on your calendar, you're going to be here. Invite some people. There's nothing more powerful than to do this in the company of people who are like-minded, like-hearted, like-energied. That's a word. It is so powerful. You don't want to be sitting at home alone writing out your intentions for 2021. You want to do it in this space. All right. So 2021 intentions, I'm going to send you all the details, but I want to make sure you at least have it on your calendar right now. And 2 other things. Don't go just yet. 2 other things. Last week I said this too in error. January 9th. The 9th of January, it's a Saturday at 12 Eastern in the comfort of your home. We are all going to sit together. After we've written our intentions, you're going to get 2 weeks to get really clear on this. Anything else you want to add, I'm going to guide you through the process of writing your intentions. So you're going to get crystal clear about what you're asking for. Crystal clear. You're going to ask with no limitations, not the way you would ask when you're on your own. I'm going to guide you through a process to ask bigger than you've ever asked. 2020 will be behind us and a new year stretched out in front of us. And we are going to ask like we have never asked before, right? So I'm going to guide you through all of that. And then on December 9th, we're going to make, January 9th, Saturday, January 9th, we're going to make a manifested board. If you have not registered for the manifesting party, lots of you have already. If this is the first time you're hearing about it and you know you're not registered, I want you to type the word manifest. Go ahead and type the word manifest if you have never done it. If you guys, lots of you, you've done it 2 weeks in a row, you're registered. You should have gotten a message in Facebook Messenger to complete the registration. Now, if you don't complete the registration, you're not going to get the details for the party. But if you type manifest, it is going to, so let me put this up again, just so you guys see. If you type manifest, it is going to take you to the Facebook Messenger. You're going to get a message from me that will help you complete the registration process. Guys, if you're not registered, you're not going to get the details for the party. And trust me, when you can see it like this, after you've written it, the next step is to be able to create a visual of it, right? Because without a vision, you're lost, you perish, you forget. So this is how I create a constant seeing my desires in front of me. And I want to show you guys how to do that. So type the word manifest, or if that has not been working for you, then you go tashachen.com. I put it up on the bottom of the screen, tashachen.com/manifest. That's another way that you can register. I'm going to leave that up there for a little while. If you haven't been getting the messages in Facebook Messenger, you can do that too. tashachen.com/manifest. January 9th at 12 Eastern. Put aside 2 to 3 hours. We're going to be here together. So much fun. We're going to create our manifested boards for 2021. All right. So with that, I'm really excited for the holidays, for all the things that you guys are going to manifest, all your things that you put on your list. I want to encourage you, your last 6 remaining spots, fill it up within the next half an hour. Fill it up. Next Monday morning, we're going to do our word of the year. Oh my gosh, the word of the year. I have a lot to say about this word of the year thing that we do every year. I almost did not do it this year. I want to tell you why I almost didn't do it. I want to tell you how I've changed about the word of the year. I want to inspire you about how to choose your word of the year and how important it is. So you want to be here next Monday morning, 8 a.m. and I'll be on my little getaway, but I'm going to take some time to be present with you guys just for that. All right, so 8 a.m. Eastern next Monday morning. Mwah. See you guys. Have a great week. Have tons of fun with your list, but make sure you do it within the next 30 minutes while we're still in the new moon energy. All right, bye guys. Have a great week.